Hey everyone, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in today because I am quite excited, actually more than quite excited, matter of fact, because I'll be checking out with y'all tripleS's brand new subunit Visionary Vision and their song Hit the Floor, the official MV for an all. Not too long ago, we checked out the highlight medley for Performante. I'm still getting used to the pronunciation of the album associated to this lovely era, but you get the point, right? Because there's a lot of focus on performance, it seems like. If you guys remember, the concept for the subunit is like high-tech dance, boyish for whatever reason, and if I recall correctly, level up. But this group, this subunit consists of good amount of the members, the likes of Kacey, Yeonji, Nyaaa, Seohyun, Shinyu, even Hyerin, Yuyeon, Nakyung, Yibin, Lin, and Jian. If I missed anyone, I do apologize. I've been out of the loop with all my favorites, but at least I'm trying. That's what matters at the end of the day with a busy life and schedule that I have currently. You feel me? But Hit the Floor, really interested in what Visionary's Vision is gonna do. Based on what I was hearing, it had that hip-hop influence for sure, but what kind of hip-hop influence, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna deep dive into Hit the Floor today by Visionary Vision from tripleS. Their 8th like subunit or whatever. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but hey, let's go. So here and there, what's going on? It looks like they're just staying up late, being reckless. I don't know. Ooh, I love the bass line here. Ooh, Lin. Wow. Tell him. Troublemaker. Yuyeon. Oh my goodness, in the Shinyu. Jiyoon in the section though. Yo. Oh, was there a reference there? I'm real. Oh, here's the chorus. Hey. Ooh. The eyebrow raise and the swagger, the moves. June. Whoa. Okay, Katsuni. Oh, is that some woodwind work? We are not skipping that. I mean, I feel like we got like some references in this song already, but I feel like most importantly, we gotta connect with the lyrics in this song. It's all about dreams and aspirations. Quite literally hitting the floor, hitting the pedal to the metal, going for it, hit the ground running and do what you want to do. Don't listen to those naysayers. Don't be disturbed by all the judgment that you may be facing, right? But also, I feel like Kacey brings up a good point here in verse 2. Workflow queen. Hold. Well, even Yuyeon, the flower blooming in the wind, I feel like that's connecting to ourselves, right? We are the flower that is blooming in the wind, right? Going with everything, but, you know, blooming eventually as time goes by, and no matter how crazy the wind goes. But even Kaede, right? Kaede's line is so prominent here. Sometimes even blood and tears betray me, right? Just the connection of like hard work and struggles, they are quite linked together. As much as you work hard to chase your dreams and aspirations, there's gonna be those struggling times, right? Where you have blood, sweat, and tears and all, right? Very atmospheric here. Hey. This is quite the crazy chorus. But I think the post-chorus is very hard-hitting. Like, it's even more impactful, which is cool. What is this bridge? We're strong. Invincible? There's a reference for sure. With that woodwind work again too. The whistling. Hit the floor, the floor. Wow, that was a lot to take in, and yet again, idol of all possibilities, and I feel like that's the perfect slogan to tripleS, right? They have so much talent that is overflowing and utilized to the fullest amongst all the members and in their subunits, and they're not afraid to work with different genres and flex their talents in this kind of way, whether it be in the vocal chop department or, of course, a performance end of things, which is highly emphasized in the title track here, Hit the Floor. Because if you notice, Hit the Floor is mostly put out in the post-chorus, and it's showcasing them gathering together and really hitting those dance moves, those move sets, and the footwork that went crazy with it and all. And I like how there's this rallying feel in a way, right? It really empowers us listeners and fans of being like, hey, we can do it too. We can hit the floor, chase our dreams and aspirations no matter what, no matter the struggles, no matter naysayers, the judgment, and all that. And it's been a very ongoing pattern that tripleS has been really moving towards, not just in their subunit here, Visionary Vision, but in general, their entire group as a whole, which is really dope. I like how they're maintaining that, but taking this 90s hip-hop feel. It's not full 90s, because if it was full 90s, I would really yell to the top of my lungs that, oh wow, this is so 90s. But it does have that 90s feel. It has that balance of 90s hip-hop influence feel, and then of course half of it being more so melodic, right? So I think it strikes somewhat a pretty good balance between the best of both worlds, because I, for one, do like to keep hip-hop and K-hip-hop separate from the K-pop scene. There's only sometimes where I feel like when it's full hip-hop used in a certain way, it works, you feel me? But a song like this that strikes a good balance, that carries on that signature sound that we love and know from tripleS, the coolness, the sleekness, but more so gearing it towards this overflowing confidence and swagger with a 90s influence track, is so dope, right? It's so dope. It really links towards that high-tech dance, of course, concept that they were mentioning and all. And something to keep in mind, the lyrics, the lyricism yet again is meaningful and empowering. I like how, you know, we got the Invincible reference. I think the first pre-chorus we got a Rising reference, if I recall correctly. They continue to do this, right? It really strikes the fan base really well, and it makes me wonder how it's gonna hit people out there, because I, for one, would have loved more catchy hooks to chant along in the song aside from Hit the Floor in the post-chorus, you know what I'm saying? Like, as much as I love the reference in the first pre-chorus go-round, I wish the second go-round of the pre-chorus was more impactful as much as the post-chorus or chorus in the song. But hey, you know, I loved this regardless. So with that being said, I gotta give this a solid 8.5 out of 10. Because first of all, I feel like it's not necessarily super up in my taste, a valley of taste of music. But at the same time, I love the production in the song. And I love the performance and that we got from Visionary Vision, right? So, you know, I can't go over crazy and say this is my favorite title track, but there's still lots to love here without a doubt. So let me bring it back from the beginning here and talk about each and every section, a good amount of the sections that I absolutely loved and what I was hearing in the song, right? And notice this in terms of the dress wear, right? Sure, 90s hip-hop connection and all. I like that level of like individuality that's being shown. It's not just hip-hop apparel, right? It's very fashionable, loud, fits for the members. When we get into the likes of Yuyeon and Shinyu, real fellas. This is, if there is one way to start this music video, it's Lin being dragged like this is so fun, buck wild with it, and like really let loose, right? I love this let loose feel that we're getting, not just like sonically but like visually throughout the music video. Very cohesive. You judge me by my cover. In your eyes, I'm a troublemaker. Oh my goodness, this kind of succession is kind of insane. High key. I mean, Sohyun into like Yeon, I'm so Ellie. See what I'm saying with the changing rooms, changing the fits, you know what I'm saying? These stylish, loud fits that you wouldn't see in common this day and age. Open your eyes in the mud. Open your eyes, we stand up even when we fall. Even when we fall, we continue to stand up. As much as I could be hitting the floor in a bad way, I'm gonna stand up, I'm gonna be strong. So it also not only talks about individuality, like I mentioned earlier, and dreams and aspirations, it talks about resiliency, most importantly, and embracing them struggles, embracing oneself, most importantly, I feel like is a huge message here in the song. Embracing oneself, right? No matter how hard it gets, right? Just like continue to express yourself, continue doing what you're doing, right? Oh. Hit the floor. I mean, notice, right? It's bringing all the members, they're gonna hit the floor in a distorted kind of way, and there's a main focus in the dance moves, right? Hence why this group is very performance heavy with it. So I guess that makes up for the lack of hooks, the catchiness in the hooks in this song, you feel me? It makes sense, right? Given the concept and what they're aiming for in this subunit and song in itself, right? If there's a member that's really stood out to me in this release, it's Jiyoon, without a doubt. Jiyoon, Kaede, Katoni, and I would say Yuyeon as well with that iconic line, but like they really stood out to me. As some of you know, I'm Shinyu biased, but oh my goodness, Jiyoon is one of my top bias records in tripleS. Love the whistling there. And I like how majority of the song, we just get that bass line going, establishing that movement and the tempo in the song. But also what's cool is, like, from that, we get the fun whistling moments that brings in this, like, rallying kind of feel, like, in this together kind of feel. But also, I like the woodwind work in this song. I'm gonna point it out as we get it. Turn this, scratch this, right there. It's very, 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 not modest, it's very loose in the back, right? It's not prominent, but it's there in the back. I feel like it adds so much texture in the song. There it is. Love the kick drum snare work here. Just the percussion work. Man, Nyaaa had her moments as well, for sure. And honestly, on second listen, second go round, it's getting more in my ears with the chorus, right? I feel like the post-chorus already sealed the deal for me, but the chorus is really grinding my gears in my mind in a good way, right? It's being forced and pushed in my mind in a good way. Very catchy and earwormy. Just how they filmed this too in all different angles, utilizing this car and the different members and all is so dope. But then when we bring it here, this bridge. Love the bounce here. And then how it becomes ethereal, and then bring it back. Dance break. Bring in the fire, the flames for the final chorus. Some vocal moments. That is cool. That is really dope, y'all. Oh my goodness. I can't even imagine how the album's gonna go. I mean, based on the album preview and knowing how tripleS and what they are capable of already, I'm sure the likes of Atmosphere, the likes of Love So Soul, right, Bionic Power, tracks that we've been anticipating. Some of y'all have been hyping up about, like, 12 Rings, We cannot wait to do this album review together on the channel here. Early access, of course, on the Patreon. I got a huge queue to get by, the likes of Purple Kiss. I have to backtrack for a good amount of my favorites, and like even aespa. But stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss it. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Or if even more, if you loved this song more than I did, don't let me take away from your experience. But I think upon second listen, it's growing on me even more low-key, right? And I feel like with more listens into the next day, I'm gonna be chanting along in this song and humming along and bobbing my head even more. But let me know your thoughts. Be sure to like and subscribe, as it goes a long way and it helps out the channel so much. This has been Garrison, and peace.